Hey everybody, it's my week 12 update. So the big question is, what's been going on this week? What's happened with my weight? And why am I outside again? So let's check this out. Hello friends. Today I'm in the park. This is where I go and walk a lot. I got my trusty little sidekick with me, Midnight. Hey Midnight, say hi. No? Too busy watching squirrels? Okay. But anyway, I am here at the park. I've got some stuff going on. Got my calendar going here. Got some research stuff I'm doing here. See, I research. I'm always researching. I've got some ideas about how I'm wanting to do fasting. And there's my little planner that I make for YouTube to try to figure out how I'm going to plan out my videos for you all. But I thought it was so nice today. As you can see, there's some fall colors. And it's like low 70s with hardly any humidity. So why not just enjoy the day, get outside. Hopefully those people are coming back and getting their stuff off on that table. But I mean, just enjoy the time. I hate being cooped up at home, especially now that the days are getting shorter. And so yeah, I am just trying to enjoy being out and working, because it's a lot better than working at home cooped up every day. And to be honest, I lose a lot of motivation at home because I don't have an office set up for me yet. So why not use the park as my office? So yeah, that's what's up today. Welcome back, everybody. This is Nora, and you're watching Nori Lori's Keto and Health. This is where I come at you with over 3 years of experience that includes my own keto journey, helping other people, and all the research that I do along the way. As you can see in my opening clip, I got some research going on here. I've got some things going on that I am trying to figure out what I'm going to do. And we're going to get into those here in a minute. But if you're not following me on Instagram, I'm going to put my Instagram right here so that you can find me on Instagram and come see what I'm doing on the daily. I post some of my foods, and I post to my stories and kind of talk about some of the things that I'm doing. So if you want to know more what I do and the things that I eat and what I'm up to, that's a really great place to go and check all that out. So as you can see, I also didn't start this out with a day of eating either. I haven't per se cheated, but I've not done a very good job of not snacking and not drinking some diet sodas that I know that are not good for me. So let's dive into why. And I'm pretty sure I know what's going on. It's my dog in the background, by the way. I have my suspicions of what's going on. I've narrowed it down to 3 things. As you've seen in the beginning, I have some papers where I'm writing some things down for researching, and I'm thinking about changing up my fasting. Now, I fast every day, 18 hours at least, every day. And then 2 to 3 times out of the week, mostly 2 days, I do what's called alternate day fasting. And that's where you fast up to about 43 hours. So you're eating every other day. And I like just to do that 2 days out of the week, just because it's a little bit easier. You're still getting some benefits. But I'm thinking about changing it because of one of my suspicions, which we will get into a little more detail. Well, I think this is the point where I just want to say I'm struggling. Sorry. And I'm not afraid to admit that. when I decided to start sharing my journey with all of you and keeping myself accountable, the thing that I wanted to make sure the most was that I was real. That, it's not always rainbows and sunshine. It isn't always about reviewing new products or finding the product that kind of mimics what you was addicted to before, going on keto. You know, there's lots of reasons why we gain weight. And so when you start this journey, you got to face a lot of those things. And things change along your journey. Like for me, I'm older and there's some changes going on. And I just want to make sure that I'm doing the best things for me on my journey. So if this helps you, that's my whole goal, is to be able to help you out, make you aware, things like that. So, yeah, I'm not going to keep you waiting for my weigh in. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to insert it right here, right now. So, yeah, I'm up 1.2 pounds. It could have been worse. I'm not excited about it at all. And I know that part of I really think I know what's going on, but I'm going to try some different things. So it might take me a little bit to a couple of weeks or so to really try to get this regulated. And of course, everybody's making noises in the background. I'm sorry. Um, so, like I said, it's probably going to take me a couple of weeks to try to really wrangle this in and figure this out. So I've come up with 3 points, and that's what we're going to talk about next. So before I jump into what I'm suspecting that's going on, let's go ahead and recap my weight. So if you've not seen any of my earlier weekly updates, my lowest low, you can hear my dog in the background, sorry, was 199 even. And then I gained a little water weight and I lost it back down to 199.2. And then this week I weighed in at 200.4. So that was a pound and 2 ounces of weight gain. So that's kind of where we're at the moment. So if you didn't catch any of my earlier videos, and I'm going to put it up here in the cards, that talks about this issue, and it's going to be the very first thing that I'm going to talk about, and that's hormones. I am an older lady, so I have started premenopause. Not excited about it, but it is what it is. So it's a good possibility that it's hormonal, and I am trying to have a cycle. Because when you get this way, you start to get hints and clues that you might be heading in that direction, or your body may just say, oh, psych, nah, not happening. So that's why I have been looking at my fasting, because fasting can interfere with your hormones and having your cycle. And I do a lot of alternate day fasting. That is pretty hardcore fasting. No, I'm not saying hardcore, but I mean, we are going 40 hours or more twice a week of not eating. And I'm sure that that does have an effect on hormones. And that's also why I was kind of looking in carving up and seeing if that may be something that I need to do. Maybe I need to do OMAD or one meal a day and change it up. Maybe my body's getting used to it. I don't know. So there's some changes that I'm thinking about implementing. If it's hormonal, because I don't want to push my cycle out further. I want them to be as regular as possible at this point in my life, because they're already becoming irregular on their own. So that's one idea. Another idea could be self-sabotage. I think something that's not talked about very much in the weight loss community at all is the mental and emotional component of weight gain. So when you start losing weight, you start to realize that you have to come up with some different coping skills, because generally a lot of us eat stress away or eat situations away. And if you want to be successful on your weight loss journey, that's not something that you want to do. So you either have to find new coping mechanisms or actually finally experience stress and some of the things that's unpleasant. So, like I said, I snacked and I drink things that I don't normally do. My husband is a big Diet Dew drinker. I know I cannot drink that stuff. It will make me gain some water weight. But I also ate a lot of Lily's chocolate covered peanuts. Peanuts is a legume. Can we talk inflammation? And I ate a lot of those. So, was it self-sabotage? Sorry about the diesel truck. Or was it that I might be having a cycle and I was kind of craving? I don't know. I'm going to pause this because there's people walking by. Hold on. Okay, so we talked about, sorry about that. We talked about self-sabotage, and another thing could be stress. Maybe I am stressing about some things in life, which I'm not going to go into any great detail. I could be stressing about my hormone aspects. I could be stressing that I may be self-sabotaging. So it's hard to say which one of the three that it is, because it could be all three mixed together, kind of, sort of. So the struggle is real, and this is a part of that journey. So, yeah, mindless eating, possibly self-sabotage, hormones. Hormones could be working against me, causing me to mindless eat. I could be stressed. Yeah, who knows? But I am going to be trying some new things. So that's pretty much what I've got going on. I didn't do anything special. We've been working in our apartment trying to get it ready so that we can get a place for my stepdaughter, who's going to be moving back up here, so that they have a place to stay until they can get a place of their own. So we've nothing exciting. I haven't gone and done anything exciting. No, just wallowing in these shorter days and struggling with the time change and stuff. So yeah, some struggle, some stress, some things going on here. Can be a combination of those. So with that being said, my next weigh-in. So on my next weigh-in, I'm going to be doing my measurements. I just wasn't very motivated to do them this week. I was actually afraid to do my weigh-ins because I was afraid that I had might have been bloated, wouldn't got real good measurements. So we are going to do those next week. We're going to see how I've done in the last 5 weeks. I'm not real optimistic. I'm a little bit worried about it. But if I lose centimeters, I guess we'll be happy. It's a victory. We celebrate all victories here. And I am going to get this back under control. This is not going to defeat me. I am going to figure it out. It's going to show itself. And part of it is, yeah, I got a deadline for where I would like to get to my goal weight. But things like this happen. We got Thanksgiving coming up. We've got Christmas coming up. So weight loss might not be very conducive this time of the year. I'm hosting, so I got a little control over what I'm eating. And talking about these holidays, you hear my dog in the background, sorry. I just put out a new video. That video is, do I cheat or do I stay on keto? And then I give you 11 tips on how to get through the holidays. Doesn't matter which one you decide, it will help you on either or of those choices. She's shaking here. So I'm gonna put that up. That video, I'm gonna link it at the very end of the video so that you can go and watch that, because these are tips that I've come up with over I'm coming into my 4th season, holiday season on keto. So I have some experience. I've cheated through some of the holidays and I have stayed strict through some of the holidays. So This is coming directly from my own experience. I know how hard that struggle is and to make that decision, because it's not a decision you take lightly. Both has pros and both have cons. And those are also something that I talk about in that video. So don't forget, this journey begins with you. Don't overcomplicate it or you won't take that first step. Pick a meat, pick a fat, pick a vegetable or two, and just get started. The great thing about keto is you can critique this so that it works good for you. So I'll see you next week. Bye, everybody.